not been on the beach long. Look at them. Hello there folks, good morning. Now this is a new one for me. Never been here before in my life. I've rode through the place a few times but never been to the beaches. Now this place here, I think it's a bairro, it's called Itajuba. And it's in between Pisaras, Balneario Pisaras and Barravella. I don't know whether it comes under Pisaras or under Barravella. So if anyone knows, let me know. But Itajuba, the name of the place. So folks, it's 5:20 in the morning. I've just arrived. I've just rode into the town or village, whatever you want to call it. There's a supermarket right in front of me on the main road through. Quite a nice place actually. Pulled into the first street opposite the supermarket and here we are, dead end and a pathway down to the beach, so absolutely perfect. A guy pulled in behind me on a motorbike, a security man who's working through the night. He's just checking on these houses. Lovely guy. He said, oh welcome, help yourself, enjoy yourself. So let me show you around first. So right at the top of the street there, where the red and white building is, that's the supermarket, Cock. And the road runs in front of it there. So I'm on this dead end street, look. The gardens of the houses there. That takes you back down in that direction to Pisaras and Peña. Oh, a few people on the beach there already. It's just broken light, just. This is the house he checked on actually, the security man. So there we go, look. There's quite a few beaches along here belonging to this Itajuba. So, here we go then folks, I'm on the beach. There's a small island there also. Look at that, beautiful. So down there is Peña, and there, that is Pisaras, and this is Itajuba. Really nice place, beautiful. All the tractors on the beach, cleaning, emptying the bins. There's some kind of a falcon there, or hawk, whatever. So anyone new to the channel, just before we start, this is a no bullshit beach detecting channel here in Santa Catarina, South Brazil. So let me get stuck into things and we'll be back with you very soon, alright? Lifeguard post there. Quite a few entrances coming onto the beach off the main road. House being built there. One good thing about this place, look, there's no high rises. Only down there in Pisaras. Very nice. Getting a few people about now, wandering about. Anyway, I'm walking along the soft sand to start with. Here we go, look! The beer can's buried. Same old thing. Very deep and a very strong signal. A little spade, spoon, whatever. I mentioned last week I'm going to start collecting all these plastic toys because one day I'll bag them up and I'll give them to someone. I've come across quite a few dead fish on this beach actually. Okay, been washed up. There's one over there also. I'll tell you what, it's a lovely beach. And that island there, really nice that is. Quite a few people down there on the rocks now, gathering. Beautiful. Here are my friends. I've only been here 30 minutes. Look at that. Nothing special, but nice. Hey? It's a kid's ring, isn't it? Just a cheapie. But anyway, not a problem at all. Lovely, lovely. Look, promising. I'll tell you what, look at the fish here. They look quite fresh, they do. They've not been on the beach long. Look at them. I've noticed loads of fish along where the waves break onto the shore. So it must be a good spot out here for fishing. You've got all these rocks, haven't you? Hey. Well, I imagine this place, bottom end down here, gets a little bit more movement than where I've come from. You can see there people playing volleyball. You've got the post for the lifeguard. A couple of people in the water there also. So yeah, I imagine it gets really busy. Yes, it looks like a popular spot, this does, at the far end. People swimming, it's calm here, isn't it, the water. You've got a bit of a photo shoot there going on. Don't know what that's for, wedding or Instagram or something. Hey look, here we go, all together now. So I'm almost at the end. Them two guys there, two young lads together with the white surfboard. See them two? There. They approached me a while ago. Yesterday, one of them, the older one, he lost a silver necklace in this area. Or maybe in the water, he said. Also, he was playing volleyball. So maybe near the nets. I said to him, I'll have a look around here first and then I'll go over to the area where they play volleyball. And if I find it, I'll return it to you. But it could be in the water, he said. So there's a lot of ring pools here and bottle tops. I'll tell you what, it's not even 7:30 and it's getting warm, humid. It's been really warm over the weekend, really 34 degrees. So we'll continue. Couple of keys here I've found. They'll go to the lifeguard. Right, a few more people have just approached me. A group of women, 3 or 4 women, asking if I can help them. Someone's lost a document, lost a wallet with documents. Some kind of an argument this morning here, and one of the guys, I think their sons, lost documents. So I said, let me have a look round here first and I'll go. Those 4 people there in the screen now, 3 women and the young lad. Anyway, she asked me if I'd seen the argument. I said, no, I've not seen anything. I'll have a look for you. Trouble is, if the wallet's got nothing metal in it, I'm not going to find it, am I? But we'll have a look anyway. Well, a couple more to the collection. 2 more plastic shells. Anyway, I'm at the end of the beach now. Beautiful place, really nice. And I assume there's another beach on the other side of the rocks there, because people are passing through there, coming and going all the time. Well, that's the first coin I've found today, 10 cents. Well, I'm walking along this, on the water's edge now, the harder sand. Let's see if we have any luck down there. I did say this place was probably good for fishing. Two people here, look, father and son by the looks of it. There's a guy out there stood on maybe a kayak, maybe, or a canoe or something. And there's another guy he's just gone over the rocks actually with the fishing rod. So yeah. All these people setting up now, look, selling drinks, bringing cooler boxes onto the beach, water and whatever else. Oh yeah. Anyway, I am going now to have a look round where they play volleyball there. See if I can find that silver chain. Well, it's 7:10. Not found anything else. Loads of ring pools and bottle tops. I've just walked along the water's edge to get to here, and I'm absolutely knackered because down the bottom end's not too bad. Right down the bottom end it's pretty flat, but this here, all the way down here now, is on a slope. And I remember a place I went to near Itajuba was exactly the same. It's hard walking, you're walking on a slope. So I'm going to continue anyway. I'm having a 10-minute break at the moment, and then I'm going to continue. It looks as though it gets a little bit flatter right down there, so I'll continue until I get to the place where I entered the beach. Then I'll get back on the soft sand, do a bit of detecting on the soft sand going down in the other direction, and then come back along the water's edge to finish off. But anyway, I'll show you that ring now. I've sat down here for 10 minutes. There we go. It's nothing special, it's just a cheap, tacky kids ring, isn't it? But anyway, can't grumble. I was speaking to the guy fishing with the young lad. It was his son. They've got an house here. They're not from here, but they've got an house here, holiday house. And he said it's really good for fishing here, especially down on those rocks. That island also, he said you can get onto that island, you have to pay a bit of a tax and get a lift over on a boat. There's a restaurant on there, he said, and a bar. And the rocks at the far end of the island is very good for fishing also. But he said it's not a nice place to go to spend the day. I did pass the young guy who lost his silver chain. Is still here. I said, no mate, I haven't found it. So there, look, you can see the bar, restaurant, and the rocks there. He said that's a good place for fishing. You wouldn't believe the amount of flip-flops I've seen on this beach. Here, look, there's a pair there. I keep passing the odd one here and there. I should save them really. I could open a shop, a flip-flop shop. Second-hand flip-flops. Chinelas usado. There we go, look. 30 metres away from that other pair. So the lifeguard's on duty now. Here we go, look, another one. And look at this here. I've just been chatting to that guy there fishing. And I said there's a lot of fish on the beach, dead fish. He said the water's very hot, warm. He said it's not very good for fishing, it's a bit too warm. But he has caught some big fish before here, he said, in the last 30 years of him living here. Well, anyway, we will continue. I've just passed the place just there. That's where I entered the beach, where those two houses are there, look. So I'm going along here now. There's quite a few people down that part of the beach. Quite a lot of people. Here we go, look, a small float for fishing. That'll come in handy. Here we go, look, one stainless steel bottle opener. So I'm on the soft sand walking down in that direction now. Quite a few people down there. That's probably the beginning of Pasaris. Well, that sea is like a mill pond. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, I've just sat down. I've come as far as I want to go, really. I'm absolutely knackered. Walking on this soft sand's hard going. So I'm going to have a bit of time here and then I'll head back and do the last little bit of beach here. Here we are, look. It's only 8:30 in the morning. Look at the amount of people down there. Anyway folks, I'm going to leave it at that for today. I've just been in the water. Lovely and warm that water is, and calm. Fantastic. So I'm going to have a little bit of time here, then I'm heading back. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's a new one for me, as I say, Itajuba. Very nice. Next time I'll come here, I'll do the other beach. As I say, there's one at the other end there where the rocks are, and then there's this here which I've just shown you with all the people on. So if we get here a bit early, same as today, get here for 5ish and have a wander down here, because that's really busy, that is. So see you soon. Alright then, look after yourselves, and if I don't see you before, have a happy new year. Alright, bye.